What's up, savvy expats? You probably see all these channels touting the Philippines and why you should move here. Oh, the beaches are so beautiful, the people are so friendly. I'm in Manila, but it doesn't look like Manila. I'm a foreigner and I'm shocked. You know, the kind of things that I've said in countless channels recycle. But if you're looking to take the next step into a new chapter of your life for a long-term move, you gotta have better reasons than that, right? I mean, come on, this is a big transition. And look, you've probably been entertaining the idea of moving to the Philippines for a long time now. That's why in this episode, we're disclosing the unspoken of reasons how you can go from having an average life in America to achieving your dream life in the Philippines. I've personally experienced this change and I've helped countless of my expat clients experience this as well. So enough talk and let's get straight into this. Alright, the first all-encompassing reason why expats experience a complete 180 when making the transition here is very simple. And that is from what we like to call on the channel lifestyle arbitrage. This essentially is where the quality of your lifestyle is 3, 4, 5x by simply taking your Western income and moving abroad to a country with a lower cost of living. Well, look, you're entering your retirement years, and unless you plan on returning back to your work life, your income isn't going to be getting any larger. So that leaves you with two choices. Either you stay in the West where inflation isn't getting any lower and cost of living is sky high, ultimately hindering you from experiencing what should be the golden years to enjoy life. Or, and I know it's scary, you take that leap of faith and move abroad to a country where your dollar stretches much further, affording you a better quality of life. And let me tell you, I'm not here to try to sell you on the Philippines. I'll go right out and say the truth. The Philippines is not for everyone. But then again, based off of all the calls I hop on with expats, the States isn't for everyone either anymore as they thought it used to be, at least for retirees. Because having worked with many clients with their move to the Philippines these past few months, almost 99% of them say the exact same thing. Evan, I'm tired of living in the West. Cost of living is sky high, homelessness is rampant, political division is chaotic, I'm in need of change. And ultimately, that's why these expats come to me, so that they can experience that change they're ultimately looking for with their dream life in the Philippines without having to deal with these setbacks most first-time expats encounter with their first transition to the Philippines. And so, if you fall into that category of expats looking to take that leap of faith with your move abroad, our services will handle that on your behalf so that you're afforded peace of mind with your transition here. From securing your lease, helping you open up a bank account, attaining healthcare, and acquiring the best visa for your situation, our services handle the entire A to Z logistics of that. So book a call with me personally in the link down below, and I'll see if you're a good fit to work with me. Now, the beauty of lifestyle arbitrage, or what I should really say is income arbitrage moving abroad, is what I've perceived to be a smart move for most foreigners in the West. Look, if you're still working and building your career, for many, the West is more ideal. But if you're looking to fully retire, in that case, Southeast Asia is a place to be. Most of the retirees I speak to, which are usually within their 50s and 60s, they tell me that despite having a decent pension after working, 40 years, they still can't afford the lifestyle that they dream of in the States just because the cost of living is so high there. But on the flip side of the coin, bringing that income to Asia does afford you the lifestyle that you want. And let's say you're still working, if you can find a way to earn foreign income online while living in the Philippines, then even better. Alright, we talked about how you can arbitrage your Western income in the West to afford you a better quality of life in the Philippines. But the second way that your life can go from average in the West to very abundant here in the Philippines is because of the relationships here. Now, I'm not just talking about a romantic sense, but relationships as a whole. Let's be real. What do we consider the average social life in America to be? Well, I'll tell you. According to the US Surgeon General, there's a legitimately declared loneliness epidemic in the States. Having taken hundreds of Zoom calls with expats these past few months, from my observation, we can say that the average American social life is quite lonely. This probably isn't to your surprise either because, well, we've seen it. It's difficult to make time for your social life in the States when you have to constantly keep up with your bills. Everybody is stuck in their own lane, constantly go, 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 go. And if we're talking dating life, which I try not to cover too much on this channel because most other Philippine channels already do, we can definitely say that for men in the States, it's not very favorable. Many American men are statistically lonely in the States because the dating market there carries slim options. And I'm not talking about weight. That's why when I'm on call with my clients and I ask them, hey, John, tell me, what do you envision your dream life in the Philippines to be? They almost always express their desire for some sort of companionship. In the West in general, and I'm not just saying this out of bias, but actually observation from these calls, it's getting lonelier and lonelier for Western males to find relationships, especially when they are, number one, older and let alone divorced as well. Whereas they come to the Philippines and, let's face it, their relationship life can be much more abundant here. I've personally witnessed lonely and divorced expats from the States come here to the Philippines and find their lifelong companion just when they thought it was hopeless. Well, for one, just like the title of this video says, they're average in the States. They come out here to the Philippines and all of a sudden they are a hot commodity. First of all, you're considered to be a scarce pig just because of the mere fact that you're not from here and you're a foreigner. Second, you're earning Western income, which even if it weren't to be much in the States, here it would put you within the relative upper class. Thus, you provide security, which most potential companions look for here. And so, for most of you guys coming from the West looking for potential relationships and companionship, the Philippines is a great place to be. You have more options, you're highly desired, and one of the expats I've spoken to put it this way. He said to me, coming to the Philippines as a foreign single man must be what it feels like for a woman to be on social media. I thought that was pretty funny. But enough about dating. That's my once every 2-month chat about that on this channel. Let's move on. As far as friendships go, understand that the value system that Filipinos hold are very far different than those in the States and most Westerners. In the West, individualism in career is the focus. And in the Philippines, relationships and family are more important. And so when you're retired and you're past that work phase of your life and now you desire to have an abundant social life, companionship, the Philippines is a place to offer that. You'll find how easy it is to make friends out here because most Filipinos are very outgoing and very sociable. For example, one of my past clients who I helped situate here in BGC has made good friends with our staff driver who picked him up and dropped him off from the airport to his condo upon his initial arrival. Just the other day I saw him and he told me that they play badminton together, they go for walks in the morning to get some exercise, they play the blues together, and for me, I was very happy to hear that. And so as far as having an abundant social life goes here, you'll find that it's not very hard to acclimate to. Now, for the third way you can go from living an average life in the States to having an exceptional life in the Philippines, that is by outsourcing. What do I mean by this? In the States, of course, it's expensive to hire and outsource any kind of work. But in the Philippines, on the flip side of the coin, as you might know, this country is one of the top business process outsourcing countries in the entire world. As a matter of fact, the BPO industry in the Philippines contributes $29 billion to the local Philippine economy. All this to say, if you want to make your life easier and free up your time so that you can enjoy your retirement life here in the Philippines, you can do so affordably in this country. Be it hiring VAs and local staff for your business or hiring house help for your home, here in the Philippines, it won't break the bank. I've spoken a lot about it here before on the channel, and the average main salary in the Philippines is $300 to $400 per month. The average driver salary is $500 to $600 per month. And the same goes for the average nanny salary here as well. In the past, we have handled outsourcing our local staff for our clients here in the Philippines, and I will say that their lifestyle from the States to here in the Philippines is complete night and day. Here they treated like royalty. And I guess the best way you can describe it is they're getting treated like diplomats and politicians with this kind of concierge service that they receive. An on-call driver to pick and drop them off whenever and wherever, a maid to clean the home, and a nanny to take care of the kids for an affordable rate. I mean, how many people in the States can really afford to do that out there? To hire local staff, the average salary is thousands of dollars and up, and we're talking hundreds of dollars here. In the States, if you have people hiring maids, drivers, nannies, and cooks, you best believe that they're probably in the upper class, whereas here in the Philippines, it's very normal. And if you were to tell any of your friends in the States that you're living that kind of lifestyle out here in the Philippines, they'd think you're bonkers. But in reality, it's completely affordable at a certain income level, and you're supporting the local economy. And so there you have it, savvy expats. That is how you can go from living an average life in America to living your dream life in the Philippines. As always, if you're planning on moving here but you need a bit extra guidance, you can check out my free 15-step Philippine arrival checklist and the link in the description down below. In this checklist, I run you through the initial steps that you need to take for a smooth transition here. From finding a rental to navigating the visa and banking processes here, we cover all of this in this guide. And so thank you for watching Savvy Expats. As always, it was a pleasure, and we'll see you in the next video. God bless.